Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. Alright, so the way that I read is energy, not gender. That means anybody can show up as a king, queen, prince, princess, knight, page, emperor, empress. It has more to do with the energy that you're in, masculine energy or feminine energy. Masculine energy is taking action, feminine energy is being nurturing. We all have both. It has nothing to do with your sexual preference or anything like that. I'll read this as a love reading. Pardon me. That doesn't mean that it necessarily has to be. This can be something that has to do with a family member, friend, coworker, whoever, however it applies. If it doesn't apply and you're having a hard time applying it to your life or it doesn't resonate, then it's just not your reading. Don't try to make it fit if it doesn't. What else? This is a general reading, so the energy can be fluid. That means I might say, hey Aquarius, why are you doing that? And you could say, that's not me, that's my partner, or the other person. That just means that the energy is flipped, so just go ahead and flip it around and listen to it from that aspect. This is part one of the reading. There'll be an extended version of the reading where I will go in and clarify and get more details on what we get in this first part of the reading. You can access that reading by clicking on the Vimeo link below. If you're watching this on YouTube, it'll be in the description box. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, you can click on the description box on YouTube and go to my website, thisisthelighealing.com, where you can schedule your own personal reading there. Is that everything? I think that's everything. All right, so let's get into your energy, Aquarius. So like I said, this can be something that applies to any situation that it applies to. But it does look like it has to do with a love relationship. So there's some different angles that are going on here. So I'll try to cover all of them. Just, pick whatever one resonates for you, because I can see a couple of different ways that this goes. While we're shuffling, can we please get Aquarius's mood concerning the situation, please? So it looks like this is a love situation. Oh, that was quick. Situation, please. Some of the energies that I see here already are Taurus, Libra, so a lot of Venusian energy. Leo energy is here. Gemini energy is here. That's too many. And Scorpio energy is here. So, okay, Aquarius, it looks like there's a new commitment that you want to make. So this can be a commitment, a relationship, commitment to a new job, to a new agreement. There's something contractual. I think for a lot of you that it's romantic, but it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It can be something that's pertaining to business, family, real estate, anything like that. But you're bringing it to life. You want to make it happen. You want to make this happen. Whatever this commitment is, whatever this contract is, you are anxious to make it happen. There is someone or something here that's very inspiring to you. So I'm going to read this from the perspective of the masculine, just because that's the way that it's showing it to me, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you can't flip those energies. It looks like there's a masculine or a man here who is very in love with a woman. However it is that you met was an unconventional sort of way of meeting that probably seems sort of fated. And I think that both of you, both the male and the female, that you feel like you found something special in one another. This masculine not only wants to offer love to this feminine, but it would appear that he also wants to offer stability to her as well, whether that's financial, emotional, whatever it is, however it is that it works in your situation, but he wants to provide stability to her. She brings to his life more than I think he anticipated. And in some way, it feels as though she's brought something to his life that he might not have otherwise enjoyed. There's a lot of strength in this woman too that I think that he admires. There might be things here that seem like obstacles concerning the situation or how to bring this commitment to fruition, but it looks as though you're spending time trying to figure out how to overcome those obstacles. I think that, so this person, you're either missing this person. What's the situation, please? You're either missing this person, or for some of you, there might be a backstory here where you might have been together with this person before and that relationship ended. And if that's the case, I think that it was the cause of a great deal of grief for you, that losing this person in the past was very painful for you. And there might be concern there that it could happen again. And so you're hesitant to, can I get another card for the situation, please? So you might be hesitant to, not hesitant, I don't think there's any hesitancy here, but it's occurred to you that it might have been painful in the past if that applies to you. The other thing that's coming in very strong here is that you've either entered into this situation more balanced than you have been in the past or with past relationships, or in the time that you spent apart, if you were together at one time, you've become a much more balanced person, and so has this other person. I think a lot of you feel like you belong together, like you're supposed to be together. It's important for you to be careful of your thoughts, because there's definitely the potential here for you to spend too much time in your head overthinking things, overcomplicating things, and whatever it is that you're overthinking, you might not be thinking correctly. You might be only recognizing, can I get the obstacle, please? You might not have a full understanding of it, so you're having these fragmented thoughts that you keep running through your head. And because we're powerful manifestors as children of God, whatever you think about most, you're going to bring to life. So if you're thinking most about things that are negative, you can bring those to life. You know, if you're thinking like, I don't know if this will work, this probably isn't going to work, then it probably won't. And it doesn't look like you want this to not work, so you need to change that thinking. Instead, use your mind to envision what you want to happen. Like, what does that look like? Do you want to live with this person? Do you want to marry this person? Do you want to have children with this person? Do you want to work with this person? What is it that you want to do? What does that look like? What obstacles do you need to overcome to be able to, bring that into reality? Think about those things instead of what might happen that would make that not possible, if that works. So my nose is just itching like crazy, so I know that this is resonating for a lot of you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the energy. I asked what your mood was concerning this, and we had the cards drop as I was doing this. So we have, there's a lot of passion here. Whoever this person is, I think that you're very sexually attracted to. We have the Seven of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. So the Seven of Wands is an energy of, there's two ways that I'm reading this. The first way is that in this situation, whoever this person is, this feminine, and it could be the masculine as well, that the Seven of Wands can be competition. See how he's using his wand to kind of fight off all these other wands? So there might be a lot of competition for commitment. The Four of Wands is my marriage card, or commitment or celebration, but mostly it's my marriage card. And that doesn't necessarily need to mean, you know, marriage. It can be relationship, commitment, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is. But it's a firm, loving relationship foundation. But the competition for a commitment with this person is making you, putting in this Five of Pentacles energy, like you don't dig it. That there might be a lot of competition for this person. Which, I mean, of course you want a person that is attractive, so that's going to happen, right? And then the other way to look at this is that, you are possibly fighting for a marriage, but it's just not working out. Like you're really trying to make this work, but it's just not happening. It could also be that, you know, it could be fighting for a new relationship, that you're, you know, trying to connect with somebody, or you're trying to have a commitment with somebody, and that's not working out either. So I think the first two are probably what's happening more with everybody, which is there's a lot of competition for the person that you want. Because I think for a lot of you, this isn't necessarily an established relationship yet. And it could also be fighting for a marriage, or someone fighting to keep you in a marriage. Then, for the situation, we have the Ace of Wands, and the King of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. So we definitely have a couple here. The Ace of Wands is a brand new passionate beginning. It's wanting a passionate beginning in something. And if you look at the shape of this little wand, it might remind you of something that would let you know that there's a lot of passion here, that there's a lot of, you like this person. King of Swords is literally Aquarius. This is you. The King of Swords is very, Aquarius is not, so Aquarius is a water bearer. So a lot of times people don't understand, they think that it's a water sign, because if you're the water bearer, then you must be a water sign, right? But what Aquarius does a lot is they're very good at taking emotion out of the situation so that they can look at it very logically. So yeah, they're the water bearer, but that's because they've taken that water out of the situation so that they can look at it without so much emotion around it. That's just one way to think about Aquarius. There's lots of others. But Aquarius energy and King of Sword energy is very, it can be very militant. It can be very black and white. It can be very, a lot of times if you're an Aquarius or you know an Aquarius, they're the type of people that, well, depending on what else is in their chart, will not be in the center of the crowd. She will. This Queen of Wands will. But they're going to stand a little bit more outside the crowd and watch what's happening. They're going to see the way that people behave. They're going to watch the way that people behave. They're going to see how the group is responding to things. They're very much about the collective. And Aquarius is very much a humanitarian. Things that are fair, things that are right, things that are just. So we have this sort of militant man that is very certain of what he wants. Probably very black and white about what's wrong and right. And then we have this Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is, she's usually very beautiful. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. She's very, Queen of Wands is very sexy, very passionate. Definitely very charismatic. Like a lot of people are drawn to her, find her attractive. She can be very, she's a very good manifester, because she's very confident. She knows what she wants, she knows what she deserves, and she doesn't spend any time worrying about anything other than what it is that she wants to bring into her life. So, interesting. So, the fact that it's guess it doesn't have to be a new beginning. I mean, it's just, yeah, there's just a lot of passion here. All these wands. So let's find out what the obstacle is here. What is the obstacle for Aquarius concerning this situation? There's definitely an energy here of just like, I want this, I'm going to make this happen. While we're waiting for the cards for obstacle to fall, just to go over some of the energy we have here. We have Leo, we have Aries, we have Taurus, Aquarius, more Leo, and Sagittarius. Just popped out with Temperance card for obstacle. So while we're waiting for more cards to come out for the obstacle, Temperance is Sagittarius energy. I think it's Libra energy sometimes too. That's just me as a reader. Ooh. 5 of Wands just fell to go with Temperance. Can I get one more card, please, for the obstacle? Go with Temperance and 5 of Wands. So Temperance can be the obstacle here. Can be drinking too much or using drugs or any sort of toxic behavior that would impair a person or keep a person from being fully, you know, able to engage in their relationship. It could also be a need for healing. It could be a need for, that's too many, please. It could also be a need for patience. But with the 5 of Wands here, so this 5 of Wands is, it's more competition, it's more fighting. So there's a feeling of a lot of competition here. This Temperance with the 5 of Wands is telling me that, I kind of want to see what else comes out with it. But for now, the two of them together is, if this is a situation where there's a lot of people that are involved here, because I'm definitely seeing that with the 5 of Wands, that there's too many people involved here, or too much competition, or whatever it is to pay no mind to it. Do you see how the Angel in the Temperance card isn't even looking like they're just pouring their drink back and forth, and they're not paying any attention to this competition? They're just like, whatever. And honestly, I think that's one of the best things you can do. One of the things that I say all the time is that what I pay no mind to pays no mind to me. If I don't give it any attention, it doesn't give any attention to me. If there's competition that's going on here, that, you know, and I think for some of you, it might even be what you perceive. I don't even know that it's necessarily a real thing. It might be just something that you think is the situation. And in other cases, there might definitely be other people pursuing this person. I think that there's probably, I think both of these people are very attractive people. It looks like they both bring a lot to the table, both have a lot to offer. So this competition, ooh, you don't like it. Okay. Y'all are not happy about it. This is literally like, Lord, help me. These other people trying to get on my business. Either it's making you feel this way or you're going to hurt somebody. Ooh, Aquarius. Okay, so Ten of Swords is Gemini energy. Ten of Swords is just feeling like you've been stabbed in the back. So there might be, this is the obstacle. So with it being the obstacle, Ten of Swords really gives me a feeling of betrayal, but I don't know that that's happened here. I think that, again, it might be one of those things that you've perceived, that you think is the situation. And being Gemini energy, it just makes me think about communication. Like, are you talking to this person? You know, if you have these concerns, if you have these worries, are you asking about them? Are you communicating about them? Because I really do think that for a lot of you, that this is, you know, even if there's other people interested, it really doesn't matter if your person doesn't care, right? You know, if your person is giving you all their attention, what does it matter? Okay, what is the action that Aquarius should take to overcome this obstacle, please? There's so much love here, and it feels like there's a lot of respect here between the parties too, between both of these people. Like there might be some hurt. Some of this grief that I'm picking up on might be from other relationships where there's just like some residual fear, some residual hesitancy to become involved again. But it seems very small in relation to the love and respect based emotions that are here also. What is the energy for Aquarius to embrace to overcome this obstacle, please? Making a decision to offer love, making a decision to fully engage in love, to let them know that like you're committed to this. If you are. And then to start to think positively about it, to really only let positive thoughts come into your mind about it. So what is the energy for Aquarius to embrace concerning this obstacle? What is the energy for Aquarius to embrace concerning this obstacle? Aquarius, I think that you're overthinking so much. Oop, here we go. Yeah, this is a fruitless battle. To realize that there's no reason, Five of Swords is recognizing whatever this conflict is, that it's pointless, that you're really just kind of making this up in your own mind, that it's not real. Yeah, so, bottom of the deck, we've got Four Swords. This is all about, being more reflective and a healing, grateful sort of energy, like thinking about what's going well here, what's going well, because I think there's a lot that's going on that's good here, that you don't need to focus or think about anything in a negative way. There's just too much good going on here. So I'm going to go ahead and end this first part of the reading here, and in the extended version of the reading, I'm going to find out how this other person feels about you. We know that Aquarius is like, you clearly have feelings for this person. You clearly want to commit to some degree to this person, whether it's just, dating exclusively, or if it's marriage, or, if it's a new partnership with someone, business, whatever it is. It's clear that you want a level of commitment here. There is a lot of love, a lot of respect between the two of you. A lot of I just really feel like a lot of you feel like maybe you're soulmates. So we're going to find out how this Queen of Wands feels about you, Aquarius. And then I'm also going to ask what this is about. This Temperance with the Five of Wands and the Ten of Swords. And I'm going to see if there really is something going on there. Is there actually something for you to be concerned about? And then I'm also going to ask, when you embrace this energy of recognizing like this is something you don't need to worry about, what happens? What's the outcome when you embrace this energy of like, look, I'm just going to lay down these worries. They're not serving me well. you know, what happens when you do that, and then we'll get some advice for you in the extended Aquarius. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know if it resonated for you, and click on the Vimeo link on YouTube, and I will see you there for the extended version of the reading. Thank you. Bye, Aquarius.